parents still trying to recover from the festive season costs. They're now faced with the financial pain of the back-to-school rush, including uniforms, transport, stationery. The prices, they've just spiraled over the years, with parents being forced to invest time hunting for the best deals. Let's speak now to business reporter Ntokozo Khumalo, focusing on that story today. And she joins us from one of the stationery retailers. Ntokozo, you'll tell us exactly where you are. But competition authorities, once again, vocal about, in particular, uniforms that are sold at particular schools. And they're saying that they've said this before, that schools should stop doing that because that tends to bring or lift prices to unaffordable levels. What are parents faced with this time around, over and above the uniform matters?
Good morning, Xoli. Well, where I am now is in the south of Johannesburg, where the China malls are Dragon City across the road from us, and we are at the packaging and stationery distributors warehouse, and it's a wholesale Xoli, that then offers parents those stationery products at wholesale prices. As you rightfully said, we've seen those prices really spiral out of control over the years, and I suspect that the Competition Commission will be digging into those stationery prices soon, with uniform having been a huge outcry for parents when it comes to those prices. And I don't know if you can see what I'm holding right here, Xoli, but it's a little bean bag that as a mother of three, I've had to buy two for the younger kids, and it retailed at the large retail stores for about $49.99, and where I am right now, it's selling for 15 Rand. So you can see the difference that that saving on just this one item can make for parents that are really struggling. And someone who is helping parents that have that time constraint, especially now that they're back to work, is Patukolo Nzimande, who is the founder and owner of Nzimande Printing Solutions and Services. Thank you for talking to us. Now, you act as a sort of middleman for a lot of parents who cannot make coming to the warehouse to get those prices as they're back to work. Talk us through what inspired you to start this business and the kind of gap that you're filling.
What inspired me is that about a week ago, I was here with my partner to buy stationery for our kids, and we were shocked by the prices in this place. And because last year when we bought stationery, we spent around 3K. You know, and when we bought stationery here, we spent around 1,300 Rand, which was a huge bargain and which was a huge save for us. But then I went home and I thought about the price of stationery and the challenges that parents may be going through. And my partner shared this on social media and it trended. And I just said to my partner, you know what, I can just be a runner. You know, I can help parents who cannot come to this place to make it accessible for them. So I would come buy stationery on their behalf, courier to them, and they would just pay the runner fee and the amount of stationery, the stationery that it cost in this place. So that's what happened when this idea came about. You know.
And Patu, what are some of the issues that you hear your now clients complaining about, aside from, you know, the price points, but what issues are parents really, really struggling with when it comes to those back-to-school costs?
I think the one thing that parents are crying about is the prices of stationery in the country, you know, especially from very big retail stores and all those things. And now having to have a place where they can compare between the two and they decide, because at some point you are given stores that are located too closer to you, but you don't have an option to go out and check other cheaper retailers close to you. But this has brought also an opportunity for them to compare price and decide on what to take and where to buy, and which is the business I'm doing now helps a lot of parents to cover that. Like I also mentioned earlier, that also with time, also a lot of parents, some of them, they don't have time because they are already back at work, you know. By the time that you must be here around 8, 9, you are also expected to be at the office, you know. But you know that there's someone who can come on your behalf, and by the time you knock off, those things are already at your doorstep. And so it has also helped a lot of parents with convenience and also with reliability, because also parents are very scared of being scammed, of sending money to people they don't know and all those things. But with what I've been doing now in the past few days, a lot of parents parents have gained trust and are starting calling and wanting this service.
And now, obviously, Patu, it seems like it's a budding business with opportunity for growth, but it's quite a competitive space, especially when you consider the school-prescribed outlets and so on. How are you planning to then navigate the space to be able to grow your business?
I think for me, I'm not that much worried because we are just being honest with parents about prices, saying there's a choice to choose, because you are also not forced to buy from that school or whatever stationery is prescribed. In fact, a lot of stationery lists that we've received are lists that are prescribed from schools, and the prices are very exorbitant, are very much high. Sometimes they are 2 times higher than the price that you'd find for whatever item that you're looking for. So having to provide the services also helped a lot of parents save. The client I had now that I was speaking to him this morning was saying to me, you know what, Patu, I'll be coming back to you again next year because I've really saved so much from their services. In fact, they've been also recommending now some of the that I can also provide to try and mitigate some of the challenges they had when accessing stationery.
Patu, thank you so much for talking to us. And of course, Koli, that's Patu Nzimande, who is the owner and founder of Nzimande Printing Solutions and Services, who took that opportunity to fill that gap for parents, finding, of course, that business opportunity there. And earlier on, Koli, we spoke to Dumisang when we spoke to the owners and the managers of this wholesaler here, and they were talking about how they navigated those logistics issues that were faced by many retailers by ensuring that a bulk of their stock is actually from local suppliers. So I suppose we could take that as an example of localization working, because the local supply means there's less travel time to get to the warehouse, and prices are kept slightly lower for those parents, Goli. So I am looking around as well for those items that are missing. I've done most of the shopping, but there are some of those items that were a little pricey that, as Upatu said, just shopping around to find those best deals. But it is back to you in studio for now, Goli.
Ntokozo Khumalo, thank you very much. Well, bargain hunting is exactly what I think we're all engaged in if you are a parent.